Hello. Welcome to Hat Gaming
Hi.
with your boys, Hat Films. That's right, you possess us. And we're here in Space Engineers. Once again, we've had some tough times on this world. We've learned some hard truths about just how particular the environment and how hostile it is, and how your vehicles may not be equipped to deal with such travels and distances. But here we are with renewed vigor, ready to tackle space, the final frontier. Here we are with my little rescue vessel here that Ross is... Was it Smith? Smith is currently... You have the same colour.
Oh, yes, of course we do.
God, it's really coming down now, isn't it? Jeez.
It's really
down. Where's that? The first thing I want to do, where's that silver vein you found earlier?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
My little rover
for
boy.
some computer parts.
I'll go out there and get some.
I forgot you got this little thing. Hold on, can I just put a couple of passenger seats on the side?
Sure, just whip. I actually got the little platforms ready for it. There's one on the other side already.
There's one on the other side, okay. I'm going to put one more on here.
So, what I feel like we should learn from our journeys before is that we need to really pack out our vehicles with all the things necessary before we go, I don't know, further than a kilometre away.
Definitely.
Just because it was so... There were so many rescue missions last time that I could barely keep count of the rescue missions.
In fact, I'm going to...
But it's made me painfully aware of what things we need to do or have prepared on our ships before we go expeditioning, go hunting, adventuring.
Exploring.
Expediting.
Exploring is a simple term, yes.
I like to expedite things.
That's the actual
word.
It's
a simple term, but I don't want to say it.
Right. So, in case things go to poopy, we need to have a battery. So I'll have the resources for that. Build planner.
Are there any...
Ding dong.
We need to get a roof one day. Well, once we eventually get ice, we need to get a roof on this garage as well, don't we? Because currently the rain's just coming in.
It's just tipping it down.
There's grass coming through the metal floor as well. This is particularly...
You wouldn't believe the amount I mined underneath here to get rid of this grass as well. It would have been covered. There's just patches now. You see these? These little readouts?
Yeah.
These are customizable with scripts, and I've got some scripts installed where you can create a user interface, much like Elite Dangerous on these, to control systems on your ship or rover. For example, you can have a readout of how much cargo you've got, how much battery you've got left, stuff like that, and also like detach and reattach, lock and unlock.
Is this whole cockpit a mod or
no?
not?
This is not a mod, but you can mod the screens basically on them and choose what to display on those screens. It's pretty cool. It's very involved, but I've had some playing with it. It's very cool. Ross, you coming? Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in. I'm in the
nice.
buggy.
See.
Don't forget to disconnect.
Oh, there we go.
We're out.
I wouldn't be able to drive without.
We are out.
Oh, it's so foggy. We're only 800 meters away from the ore deposit, so fingers crossed nothing bad happens en route.
Don't say it.
Nothing bad is going to happen en route.
We're not going to get shot at.
We're not.
Or fall out of the sky.
Nope.
We're on the ground. We're on fairly even terrain. Everything's looking up.
It's all coming up Hat Gaming, especially when our dear subscriber base subscribes more.
Yeah.
All those that are thinking about it.
How do you expect someone could subscribe more? Notifications, maybe? The bell?
Yes.
Is that more? That's more, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. What do? What are we? Are we at the location?
Just drill it.
This is it. Drill this boy. This has got some silver in it. And my buggy's got a cargo container on it. Oh yeah, these are veins of silver.
Oh yeah, I think I'm starting to get in there.
I like the textures.
Yeah, baby, this is it. And so, what kind of technology or effort, rather, would it take for us to put that drill on the front of this buggy that you've got here?
Not too much. Again, it's just a case of power consumption, really. I think it's full now, actually, so everything else is on your person.
Right, my inventory's full. Are we all going back?
Yeah, I'm totally full. I've got some air there.
That jump, yeah, you certainly did.
Alright, here we are.
Here we go, back to base. We here to charge up? He's ready to charge. Does that also act as some sort of, will it pump and dump
conduit
stuff from inside?
An item conduit?
Oh, does it actually?
Yes.
Will it actually take all the resources straight away? Lovely.
That is great.
Amazing. Is it actually connected?
Is it green?
Yeah, it's green. It doesn't. So it just needs to be near it then.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Because visually it's not actually like in...
Yeah, don't worry
It's
about
not
it.
docked fully.
Stop worrying.
Right, well, that's fine. So, this is emptied now? Do we just
It is
have to
empty,
do anything
yes.
physical, or
It's
should
been...
we go back out?
Yeah, we can go straight back out if you want.
It's going to take
We
a couple
can
of
go-
trips. I'll dump the rest of my stuff in the
We can go a little further if you want and get some ice.
cargo bay.
Huh?
I think we should. I think we
no,
should.
we
I
should
think,
fly there. We should fly there.
Is it really far?
Because it's driving up that terrain is
Yeah, that messed you up.
horrific. 2 medium cargo containers. I think I need about, if they're full, 6 to 8 upward thrusters. Because if you're carrying about 50,000 kilograms, that's how much thrust you're going to need with those little thrusters. However, you can get the bigger ones.
Do we have any metal grids left or not? Has anyone?
there
Is
should be
anyone
in the-
sitting on metal
I put
grids?
some in. No, I put them in the container. So the main building should have.
We should
30.
focus on one of these being complete first then, so it
Yeah,
can do the
yeah,
trips.
yeah.
We can always
Whichever,
break
I was
one.
just started building the one you started building, Trot. As in-
Yeah. Do these have any
Is
metal
this-
grids in them right now? I don't think so.
Is this
Not
going
at the
for a
moment.
I've
cargo?
got
one
You go for a
thruster
cargo
up.
build.
Ross, you got enough thrusters on there because we can break one of these down.
I've just
for
taken them
you.
all down. Well, there's one here, but I've taken most of them off so I can reposition
Oh,
them.
you're going to reposition
Because
them.
I basically just
Well,
need to
yeah,
make
you
them
feel
need
free to
slightly-
grind down this one then if you want
Yeah,
the
if you need
bits
another
for it.
thruster, there's one on the front of this boy.
Trot, is there a way to copy a blueprint and then put it down?
Hell yeah.
Say I wanted to clone your car to stop messing
Yeah.
to start messing around with it.
So the first thing you need to do is make sure it's not connected to the base.
Mm-hmm.
So it's on its own. You look at the cockpit
Mm-hmm.
and then press Control B. It'll make a blueprint
Okay.
called Small Grid 863 or whatever. You can rename it
Mhm.
if you want to Buggy
Trot car. Right.
Truck Car.
Oh,
Mark
right.
1.
Rename.
It's already created. The thing
Yep.
is, in survival, the way to
Mm.
put that blueprint down is to make a
Mm.
projector. So what we need to
Mm.
do...
I mean, is that easy to do? Because otherwise I can just start
Let
building
me
from
look.
scratch. I just wondered if that was an easy thing to do. That doesn't use too many resources.
I don't think I've even unlocked a projector yet, so...
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Until things get more complicated and we genuinely want to save our awesome ships that we spent ages on,
Okay.
and
So
then
the first thing I
rebuild them
put
if
down
they
if I want to
crash.
build a buggy from scratch is a landing gear, yeah?
Yes. No matter what you build, it's always good to start with a landing gear
To build
on
upon.
a base. Yeah, because it won't tip over anything. Because it'll be locked to the base.
So
Lovely.
the landing gear isn't necessary, but it's just good practice.
It's good practice because if you're doing it loose, and also it gives you some clearance off the ground, so that you can build under it
That's
and stuff.
Yeah. That's true.
In fact, a lot of people, what they like to do is build a landing gear and then have like a horizontal bar of little blocks horizontally out and then up, and then you can build it really floating in the air and have nothing around it.
Right, we're going to go for Mark 15 of this model. I don't even know where I'm at.
Oh,
with
I
this
was just
thing,
gonna, I'll take this.
Oh,
one
am I
back.
too close to? Am I too close?
Ah, that's alright. It's
Move it.
I just. Oh, no, I've moved mine. Don't worry. I'm stuck in a hole. I can't jump a grid's height. Oh no!
I know you got to you got to press your.
I don't have any.
hydrogen.
Don't have any jetpack.
Just have to dig out this way.
Destroy everything. Right, I'm out.
There you go. I'm still annoyed there's no move function. You can't just grab something and move it. Like, isn't that
Mhm.
odd? That you could build all this stuff and then just not pick something up and move it somewhere. Unless it's really obvious and I'm missing something.
No, I don't think you can. You put something physical in the world, and if you want to move it, you break it down and build it back up again.
Yeah.
These are all hot tips to give the dev for their definitely in production Space Engineers 2.
Right.
I just want that. I want that, breaking news to be on our channel.
Yes.
I want someone that's
It's happening.
working for them just to confirm it, and then we can be like, exclusive! Confirmed! We have the scoop!
Oh, I'll tell you what though, they needed drastically redesigned UI because
Yeah.
however much you love this game, it is not intuitive to have
It's
like
not
3
the
different
best.
buttons to open an inventory. Do I press I? Do I press K? Do I press G?
I mean, they all access the same inventory,
Exactly,
just different tabs.
Yeah, that's the point. It's just like it's just. Or maybe that's the hot. Maybe it's
It's just a
hotkeys.
quick
Maybe you just
access to
gotta
the
change
tab.
hotkeys.
But yeah, I know what you mean.
It's not exactly intuitive.
Trot,
Is
did
it?
you design this game? If so,
No,
I'm livid.
I wouldn't put my name to that. I'm just
Not unless they
focusing
make a
on
sequel, of
the
course.
things I like.
Trot, when I place a wheel suspension,
If you're standing in front of it, when you place it, sometimes the wheel won't place because you were standing in the place where the wheel would be.
Oh, so it already has a wheel on it. I see the wheel
Yes.
suspension. Can I replace that wheel?
Yes, if you go into the control panel and there's a button to add wheel on the suspension,
Oh, but so how do I remove the wheel?
just break
just grind it down.
It's two separate elements.
Okay.
Whoop! Oh no!
Wait.
No!
What's happened?
I exploded the back of my buggy.
There's a battery exposed.
Charles, did you have the battery exposed?
No, it wasn't.
A wise
was
man
just-
once told me never to expose his batteries.
Don't have the battery exposed.
I don't think I've lost anything
Oh.
apart from a lot of the back of my buggy, which is fine. Is it worth me
Beautiful.
even rebuilding this? I guess so.
Oh, there's other toolbars. That makes things easier. Control 1, Control 2 switches
Yeah.
between toolbars.
Yep.
Gives you a bit more space. I was going to say, I'm like, God damn, I'm also kind of getting annoyed at having to micromanage what's on my toolbar for being able to
Yeah.
place it. Again, feels a bit...
Yeah, that
Not great.
I find quite annoying actually. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. With the multiple toolbar thing, a lot of that headache
Because
is removed.
if you just select it in the menu, will it just give it to you to place, or do you have to put in your hotbar first to then place it?
You have to put it on your hotbar.
Try as someone who has mastered the docking concept.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a good position for where you would put your docking port and connector? Is the front best, or maybe I should put it on the back for reversing, or underneath to land on? God, I don't know.
Yeah. I think
Landing on might be like landing on a
Vertical
charging
ones.
pad. That might be quite good.
vertical ones are nice because oftentimes lining up horizontally, things don't
It's
quite
an-
line up
yeah.
properly.
I might do that at the back then.
Yeah, I might put bigger wheels on this bad boy, actually.
Yeah, definitely. Put some big old chonkers on there.
Let's make this a rover that's useful. What I'm doing right now, at least the plan, hopefully will execute flawlessly and there'll be no issues ever, is
Yes.
I'm changing the connector where the buggy is to be a vertical one, which also can be moved around, raised and lowered, forward and back, so that it will accommodate all kinds of shapes of vehicles.
Interesting.
So if we always have a vertical connector on our ships, we should be able to connect to this hangar, and we can just adjust where the connector is.
That sounds really sexy.
Doesn't it just sound really
Yes.
sexy? That's what I thought when I was building this metal creation.
Exactly.
Was how
Exactly.
sexy it was.
Yeah. Don't get carried away though. Be cool, bitch. Be cool.
Be cool.
Oh, that was more motors. Motors for days.
You know it.
Oh, hey mate, you want to buy a motor?
No thanks, not from you.
Oh, go on, son. You don't want a motor?
No.
Want 2 motors? What,
No,
buy 2
I
get 1
wouldn't
free?
want one. No.
Oh, do you want 6
Why would
motors?
I want 2 if I'm really rejecting
Oh,
the
go
idea
on,
of
mate.
one?
Just buy a motor or 2.
I'm not going to buy a motor from you.
Would you like some
Just
fresh
the motor,
fruit,
though.
vegetables?
Just the motor. Are you Greg Wallace sells a car?
I am Greg Wallace, yeah.
It is complete.
What's a good place to put a gyro? Just anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere works.
Truck, can you come and inspect my work in a second, just to just check it, basically?
Sure.
Can you call him Miss?
Hold on, I'm just trying to jump up on top of the vehicle so I can place something. All right. Can I call him?
Miss.
Hold on, Ross. Hey, Ross, come and jump on the tire of this car so you can get onto the roof of it. I've done it. Don't worry. Don't. I'm up.
It's hard though. I mean, there's no double.
You got to
jump.
jump on the suspension.
Yeah.
Cheers. Okay, right. So, Trot,
Even
what
then.
do you think of... I mean, it's a very bare bones right now. So I got the cab, I got the storage cargo for when I inevitably find that cobalt, a battery, and the connector to unload it all. Right. This is essentially the workflow of. Now I've got the gyro on the top in order to self-write, which is you have to put when the value is really high, right, and then it'll flick you around eventually.
Might be
And you can
worth
just toggle. Creating a
putting some
toggle.
like armor blocks around it, so it's not the first thing to hit if you flip
Okay.
it.
Yep. Okay. I'll armor it.
Or maybe just put like a sheet of armor on the top, so the battery doesn't get scraped, the cargo doesn't get hit.
I'll encase this definitely. Yeah, I'll just encase it because it's got loads of speed. Weight isn't an issue. I'll put armor around it.
If you put a dock on your roof, I might be able to pick you up.
Oh, that's an interesting
Does that
idea.
sound something that
Yeah,
we can do in the
thought
future? Maybe. Yeah, I put a dock on the bottom
Yeah.
of mine, so that could be quite an interesting experiment at some point.
So
And we can charge off each
unfortunately, putting this battery
Hopefully getting
here
Mm.
is stopping the cargo container from connecting to the
Feeding.
connector at the back.
Even though
if
the
you-
battery itself also connects, right?
it doesn't, in terms of inventory.
Oh,
So-
no, I just mean in charging. Yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't
okay.
matter where the battery is. It will charge.
Right, let's get
Okay.
gyro now. Did
So
I
swapping those two
snap to
around
my
will
gyro?
benefit a lot. Just make sure the big door lines up with the big door.
The big door lines up with the big door. Okay. Right, so what do I have to line up on the battery to get the charging to pass through? Or is it just on the rig? That's
Battery just
fine?
needs to touch the grid and it's good. It's all about the inventories. That's the thing that you need to get right.
So I think I've got all the ingredients I need. So with the batteries, do they need to be connected in any certain position, or is it just as long as they're on the build?
As long
You're
as we're on the
fine.
build. Yeah.
Okay. So my connectors do they need to be linked directly? Are they the wrong way around?
Right. So you got two batteries in between your cargo.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they currently
that
do
risky
not
or-
connect to your connector.
Right. Okay. And I want them to. Right.
The way to make this work would be to move your batteries.
Oh man, that's
Which is a relatively simple fix. It is expensive though.
in the sense that you don't get everything back, do you?
You don't get the power cells back.
Better to just
or-
move the.
The alternative is to, well, these little thrusters are poking out.
If I move these cargoes pointing backwards over the top of the connector, would they connect to it, or is there a specific way to do it?
Well, these thrusters
So, like,
are
if I
poking
just
out.
shunted
So
these back and moved the thrusters,
if you move the thrusters,
You
then
know.
yes, that would work. What you could do, instead of moving the cargo, because they're in quite a good location in terms of weight, is rotate them once. So that the doors are pointing out this way, and then we can put a corner connector connecting up. Right, so what we're doing here, Ross,
underneath
is
this.
conveyors, right? So this is just tubing to connect things up together.
okay.
So this, we
Okay.
build this up, is just doors, right?
Just doors. Mm-hmm.
But that should connect to the connector, and then all we need is a couple of corner pieces here. If you build that up, you'll see what it is. See?
Nice.
And it goes green when they're connected properly. There's little lights on
Okay,
them.
good.
If they're ever yellow or red,
And
there's
same
something
again on the
wrong.
other side.
Oh, I'm quite happy with this thing now. It's looking like a tank. I put
Nice.
nice shaped armor around
It
the
is,
outside
yeah.
of it. It's
Excellent.
got a headlight on the front, ore scanner on the front, gyro not in it yet. I haven't replaced the gyro. Right, okay.
This is looking like a nice little tank.
That's the idea.
Say hello to one of the best mods I've got right now, Smith.
Hello.
For your final put together.
Hmm?
I'm just going to drop it on the floor here.
Paint gun.
And then some paint chemicals. So what you
Mhm.
do is you go to G character tools, drag and drop that onto your hotbar somewhere.
Got it.
If you scroll your mouse wheel, you'll see a little color picker down there,
Oh, yeah.
and then just spray away.
How do I change the skin?
Hold shift and scroll?
Okay.
Wow,
This is camouflage.
great choice.
Camouflage.
Also, you can right click to kind of zoom in and paint stuff that hard to reach areas. Look down sights.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that cockpit, phenomenal.
Yeah, you like what you...
Ross,
You
just think
see?
you could have a paint job like this any
The
moment.
whole thing. The whole thing is...
Oh wow! Look at that.
Really comes
They
together.
won't-
Really
they won't
brings
see me
ties
coming.
it. Great mod. This is a modded item, so that added this whole functionality. There's painting in the game, but the way they do it is so much nicer.
Oh, man, you can spray the HUDs. The hubs, I just realized.
Yeah. Very nice. Wow. What a beast. Oh, you missed a little one at the top there. I'll get that for you. Perfect.
I was saving a little bit for Jesus. Even the inside of the cab is
Yeah.
green and black. I really loved this paint scheme. I really went to town with it.
I think this game is all about setting yourself up early before you get stuck into stuff. For example, making sure your platform that you're about to build on is nice and smooth and no holes. setting up your
Right,
hotbar with
okay.
all the items that you're going to be putting down before you go out on a journey, making sure that you've got all the equipment and stuff to deal with that. Oh, wow. Just went straight off. Looking good.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I want to turn a couple of things on and off, right? So I've got...
Press
how
G
do I
to do
add-
that.
Okay, so these are all the blocks that are on this thing, yeah?
Yes.
So spotlight is already bound. Ore detector, that's something I want to do.
Oh my
So
God, this
toggle
stuff
block
is
on,
actually-
off.
This texture's actually furry.
Is
Oh.
it?
Yeah. It's horrible. It reminds me of a Robot
Increase
Wars.
your... Did you find out if it was yaw or pitch or roll? Roll? Is it? Increase...
Pitch is better, I think. Or maybe roll. Roll.
I'll try it. Increase roll. Decrease roll.
You basically want to at max and then have a toggle to turn your gyro on and off. Override on your hotbar. So you can just turn it on very
I'm at
quickly.
16 RPM. 60 RPM. And nothing's happening. So I just want override controls on off. And then just the thing on off as well, because it's...
No,
is it
you can
K?
just- you can just have it on. Whoa, oh God. That was a backflip.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, roll override. Oh, there we go. Yep.
So maybe a bit less than that. That's
Oh,
really
God.
up.
Okay.
So we turn
They're
that down
off.
a bit. It did
Yeah?
the job. Perfect.